Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Tonight's name is et-Tevvab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is et-Tevvab. Et-Tevvab means the one who turns. But what is meant by the name is that Allah turns to the people by accepting their repentance, by accepting their apologies when they say that they're sorry, when they say that they've made a mistake, when they admit that they were wrong and they vow, they decide, you know what, I'm going to change, I'm going to be different, I'm going to take control of my life and live the way that Allah wants me to live. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he told us an amazing hadith. It's an example about how Allah is et-Tevvab, about how easily and quickly He turns to us in forgiveness. He compared it to somebody who was traveling in the desert. Okay, and this person traveling in the desert, if you know, the desert, it's very hot and it's very dry. And people, even today, they travel through the desert on camel. They use camels because camels are a miraculous creature that they're specially made for the desert. They can go for a long time and they don't need to eat or drink anything for a long time. And so imagine there's somebody who's traveling through the desert with their camel. On the camel, he has all that he needs, his water, his food, his tent, etc. And then what if when he lies down to take a rest, the camel runs away? Imagine how upset, how scared, how afraid he would be. If he doesn't find that camel, he's going to die in the desert. He's going to probably starve to death. He's not going to have enough water and all these horrible things. Then imagine, this is the example the Prophet ﷺ gave, then imagine that the camel suddenly shows up out of nowhere just when the person had given up all hope and they were crying and they were laying down thinking that they were going to die. Imagine that the camel just walks right up out of nowhere and sits right down next to the man. Imagine how happy he would be, grabbing the camel and hugging him and, thanking Allah. So after the Prophet ﷺ, he gave this example. He said that Allah is happier than this man finding his camel when a person says they're sorry to Allah and decides that they want to change. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's not going to hold a grudge against you. He's not going to turn you away if you've done bad things, if you've made bad decisions, if you have not been your best self. All it takes is one moment to decide, you know what, I'm going to change. I'm going to stop. You turn to Allah, and in that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is et-Tevvab. He's going to turn to you, guaranteed. He's going to accept your forgiveness. He's going to take you in once again. And He's going to be so happy, happier than that man who found his lost camel. That's because Allah is et-Tevvab. And that's all for tonight. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.